Hey, it's been a long time since episode 2, but I have been sitting on the fence over a certain issue. Literally. Okay, that was terrible. I cannot figure out what I'm going to do with this new map. I know when the USA map comes out, and it's released this coming week, and maybe by the time this episode goes live, it'll already be out here in a few days. I'm definitely going to dive into the new map as soon as it comes out. I know there's going to always be some editing. There's going to be some mods of mine that I'm going to have to put in there, and some of those things that are going to have to be done are probably going to take me about a week or so to complete. So I put so much time and effort into the main map, the default map, Hagenstead, that I certainly didn't want to scrap it out, and we got kind of a start of a little series here. We're actually ready to start planting and things like that. I haven't done a lot of work since last episode. Took a bunch of grain, all of our wheat, except for a little bit that the chickens are going to use. We took and sold at the mill because there was they were paying double or something like that for it. So hauled a bunch up there, and that's why I went to 253,000. So we've got a bunch more grain in the tanks right now. That's not what I wanted to hit. And those are current prices. That's what we've got right now. Got a lot of barley and canola. I'm waiting for the sale to go up on it. So I kind of decided that I'm going to farm both the maps. And that way we got a lot of good stuff and equipment going on here. And I think I'm going to use this map mainly to help fund the operations over on the USA map. Like I said, once it comes out, it could actually take a couple days or even a couple weeks for us to see it on Steam. Now, that is where I buy all my farm simulators. So in the past with 2011, all the DLC took a couple of weeks about to show up on Steam. I think one time it was 3 weeks, one time it was a little quicker, within like a week or so. So we don't even know. I'm hoping this time around they do stuff a lot quicker. We're going to go ahead and jump in our truck here and drive up to the cow yard. Probably should have turned the other way. This is a sharp corner here. So basically, we're going to keep farming this map, and I got a lot of neat things that I've put in here. And then we'll go ahead and at the same time I'll get editing the USA map as soon as it comes out. Obviously I'm going to jump in and start playing a little bit first. I'm going to start doing a lot more farming in here off camera, you could say, to boost up the money, and that'll help complete this map, and also, like I said, purchase some equipment. The other one, I'll download a mod for transferring some money. I know that they have the money mod, and I could easily just give myself $1 million, but I kind of like staying away from that. It kind of ruins the game for me a little bit. I thought about it, but certainly we've made more than that in here in this map, but I want to kind of just do things the way they're meant to be played. So first off, the little 300 here apparently doesn't like his new home and inside that shed hooked up. It's the second or third time that I've come in here and the thing has moved. It was parked in front of that implement there, and I came in today and it's just sitting out here, so he's not happy. I don't know, not getting along in there. Whoop. Get that choke on here. Everything else is stayed put, but this guy here seems to want to move around, so I'm going to park it over in the shed for now. I didn't want him to be blocking the milk truck and things like that, so we'll just put him right here for now. Alright, shut her down. This one you gotta manually shut down, or else it'll just stay running. Oh, and then the other thing I want to do quick, I did a little farming, like I said, between the last episode. I moved most of the hay up there. I saved one last stack, which is pretty easy. We're just gonna pull this guy up here and let the bales just drop down. Hopefully we don't make too much of a mess. Got all the hay stacked up in our new hay shed, and that's gonna cost well, 250,000, I believe. So we put one of those in the new map. You know, I already got. That's gonna take up all the funds I already have right here. So we're gonna definitely do some good farming in here, since I've got the equipment to make the money a little quicker. And took the wheat to the mill. What else did I do? I think that's pretty much about it. Just got a few other things moved around. Let's go ahead and press G. It's been a busy week for recording. Been doing a lot of PlanetSide, Euro Truck Simulator, a couple other new games that you're going to see here soon. So I just haven't made it back into Farm Simulator at all, and that wasn't my intent. But with that new map coming, I was really tossed up on what I was going to do and how I was going to continue it. And we're just going to go forward with exactly what we're doing already. Pretty easy doing it like this. And these stacks came originally from, you know, this same bale stacker here. I was stacking them along, and oh, this one toppled over. All the other stacks I didn't have that problem. As long as they're in a row like this, we'll get them picked up. Sometimes they can be a real pain when they're stuck underneath the tractor. You don't want to run them over. And two more, and it'll be a full load. So, getting up on the this ramp here is a little bit tricky. You kind of got to swing it wide. Kind of stay to this side, and I'd have been okay with this being on the bottom level, but let's see, we're going to swing her wide this way. Well, at least we got enough room to turn around up here, and I probably should oops. And let's see, let's back her up here. Probably should have done this from the get-go. That seems to look fine right there. And we're going to go ahead and hit O, unload the bales. Pull forward. Doesn't look like much. Can really fit a lot up here, but that's for the amount of cattle we got right now, it's plenty. And put everything back down here. You can actually clip through the walls on this place. They left it like that, which is kind of nice because everything seems to stick up. Whoop. I don't know. I think we'll just park this over here for now. This is a 620 here, and I was going to originally leave this kind of at the other yard, but I've been wanting to purchase some. Whoop, I was going to try to slide it in over there. I was going to try to purchase some bigger tractors, but like I said, I think we might save some of that money for. I can't back her up today. Yeah, looks good enough here. I don't know what to do with this guy. I think I'm just going to leave him here for now. Alright. Probably should put some straw down in here. Probably come back to that here later. Thought I'd just put some down. I know when you don't have very many cattle, you don't see that much going down on the floor. But the water mod is working pretty good. Again, it doesn't look very full right now because we don't have that many cattle, so they painted the bottom blue and then you can actually see the water texture. And it should be nearly full. I've only advanced one day since last episode. So, we will go ahead and jump in here. I think we're going to head over to the sheep area and get our, I've got the planter over there. We're going to start getting some grass put down in that field, and then we're going to hit the planter and start filling in our other fields. So probably start doing some spraying too. This thing can really haul, so you gotta keep it under control. And we have gotten a couple, pallets of wool in. This wool pallet collector mod has been working awesome because just advancing it, like I said, a full day after last episode till noon this day. We spit out a couple pallets there, and if I would have left those, of course, we wouldn't have gotten any more pallets in. So this has been working really nice, and we've got this new trailer here, so we should be able to fit, like, I don't know, 14 or 12 or something on. I think the other one did 8 or 10, but this right here, you can put down as many as you want. You can build this thing where they go down to 3 or 4, and then they start coming out this way. Now, it's pretty cool. So you gotta build the conveyor line yourself, but I can fit 16 on here, so definitely enough to fill up a full trailer, and so we can just let them sit there until we're ready to haul them away. So that really is working slick. Let's get in the big old X720 and start putting some grass down in our field, because we will need to feed the animals. Again, all these got reset when I modded the map. It's kind of, necessary to do that when you change the grass and things like that. You got to reset the fruits, otherwise you'll have grass where roads are, and you can go and cultivate them, but that's a lot more work. It's just, I don't know, it's just easier for me to just go ahead and reset everything. Alright, and we are putting grass down, so turn on our sower. This thing sure gets it done a lot quicker than the old implements we were using, the grain drill or whatever you call it, from the first episode. The old timers. Oops. Try to slow down in time. Come on. Alright. I should have just shut it off. Had that problem, but I think I'm going to let the AI go ahead and take care of this for us. Alright, I'm sure he'll do a good job here. I usually like to have a little bit of overlap, so that he doesn't miss any, but we're going to have him plant this field, and then I still need to purchase this field over here. We're going to turn all this into grass so that we can just come through and cut it all and get it in a wagon and feed it. So we'll just do this for right now and go from there. Make sure he went to the end. Alright. Let's go and let's just jump and find our sprayer here. Or a tractor rather, to pull it. Actually, I don't think I have anything here to pull my sprayer. Go through the whole mess of things here. I think we'll use a 620. It's kind of why I intended it to stay down at the other yard. Alright, we're coming into the yard here, and I'm going to drop my weight in the front so that we can fit the extra tank on. I moved all the other equipment inside, so it's pretty much out of the way now, except the weights. It kind of just left them setting out here since they're not really in the way. Oh, probably should drive over here and collect all those chicken eggs. Should be 100 of them here on the ground. We'll check it out here. Alright, so we got 123. And let's run in there and should have like 223 if everything goes well. Of course, it might not have been a full day, but can't remember when the last time. Yeah, so 223. So I think they generate 100 about in less than a day. So anyway, that's a lot easier to collect them, and I could technically take that number to 500 if I wanted to sit there and put 500 eggs, or I'm sure there's other things you can do with the numbers to not even have to have all those eggs, and I just like seeing all of them sitting in the bottom there, so it's a lot easier, and we make more money doing it that way. So it seems a little bit more realistic when you have like 400 400 laying hens in there. Of course, it doesn't show that many, but we should have about a few hundred eggs. So anyway, dropped our weight, and we're gonna get the old 620 all strapped up here. Hook that baby up. And I could have probably bought the actual fertilizer truck. I, of course, had a bunch of those in 2011. But this thing, I think, has a little bit longer boom, and I think it holds more, so I've been completely happy with keeping this set up. This is going to be a bugger or what? Oh my god, I didn't even notice it's 100% full. Did I? I didn't know I filled it up. Okay. Well, that'd be the reason why. I didn't even notice. So, I think we're going to start down at the bottom. The bottom field down here. Alright, just like Euro Truck Simulator with the tractor. Start down here so that if we start running low, we're a little bit closer to our tank. Of course, we could always go to the fertilizer place over here, and there's a tank there to refill, so I guess it don't really matter. Take a little shortcut. Down to the bottom. Alright, let's get our boom out here. If I remember, whoop. Probably need to overlap a whole lot more than that. Let's just turn it around here since it's still winding out. So, alright. Should be a couple passes here. Probably could do it in 3, I think it was, if I really stretched it, but I like to get good coverage, and little less. That mod, I forget the name of it, but it is, oh, absolute must. Being able to set the idle speed on the default equipment like you can on most of the modded equipment. Kind of a must-have. Save a lot of time. Go ahead and just do this other side and then kind of come up the middle. I like long fields like this that you can just get set up in a straight line and just keep going. 2011 I changed so many fields and made them big and long in that map. This one I've only done it to a few. I combined a lot of fields in 2011 also. Thought that some of them were too small and too square, and by combining them I'd get, you know, some real big rectangular fields. And of course the AI wasn't as good in there and would get stuck and, you know, all kinds of things. So it was real important to do that. Oh man, look out, buddy. Oh, just pass right through. Alright. Been a long time since I sprayed this one, but yeah, it's three easy passes. This map I didn't find as many fields that I needed to change or add to. Up by the main yard there's a few, of course, next to the milk place. Changed a lot of the fields around there and combined a couple, but didn't find as many opportunities either without really altering the map to do that anyway, so I kind of just left things the way they are. Alright, that one is sprayed. Now it's a nice little easy hop and skip up here. Hopefully our booms don't get hung up. I think they are. Here we go. 80% is all we used. Now the boom's got to go back out. I haven't quite decided what exactly I am going to put down in these fields yet. Probably, I like to keep an even mix. Okay. Be hard to get out of. I don't know. Probably like to have an even mix of the crops, you know, so when there's sales we have something to take advantage of and make the big ones. But I've got a lot more canola. I used to hold a whole lot more crops, but I've kind of been selling off right before a couple of big edits, and you know, in order to buy some of the equipment that I wanted to, since I've only got, I don't remember, I've stated it before, but I think I've only got 120 hours. And I think the statistics say I only have like 60 hours in this map, so I don't know. But not as many as some of you guys. In 2011 I put in that map, the main one there, oh gosh, a few hundred hours. And then I started all over in hardcore mode or whatever, a hard level. I call it hardcore mode, but This one I'm doing in normal. This game is a lot more difficult than 2011. 2011 I did it in normal because I'd never played Farm Simulator, and I always try to do things in normal. And just found it to be way too easy. Before I knew it, I was making just a ton of money. The crops were like, you'd plant them and they were popping up before you even got out of the field, and I just blew right through it, as I'm sure many of you did, and ended up going into the hard mode and starting all over, and then I found the game real enjoyable. In this one, I just had a hunch that I should start in normal because of all the extra things that it had, and I was glad I did, because not that the hard would have been too hard, it's just you're trying to cover, enjoy playing a lot of different games. The hard level would take you a long time to, get anywhere. Which again, is a good thing if this is really your primary game. And a few summers ago, whoops, I really lost my mind with 2011. Couldn't put it down, and so that's part of the other reason why it got a little bit easy. So, all right, let's kick her down and go. About 10% used on the other field, so 11%. Probably fill up when we drive past. To go out the other side and do that. There's 2 fields and then 2 on top. So. Overlapping a little bit too much on this one here. This is one field that really kind of drove me nuts. We started out, you got that one little patch over here, and I guess if you could say cheating, that's the only easy thing or cheating thing I did, was giving myself this bigger field, and we were going to totally wreck here. I usually try to go like a pass like this on the outside, makes it a lot easier. But yeah, it's the only thing I did to make the game a little easier for myself. Just give it, combining the 3 over here, getting rid of those trees. The trees were horrible because, everything would get stuck on them. And I like having a nice sized field so close to the farmyard. I mean, nice square like that. Let's see if we can get turned around here. The other problem area we'll probably do is that hill over there. Right over in that corner. It's a little bit steep there. That was really the first thing I edited in this map, but it was this field again. Probably should have carved a little bit more of that hill out, but it works. But I ended up losing so much money and equipment, trying different things. I mean, I was blowing through the cash when I got in this game last year, and so giving myself a little bit easier starting field that I could do some more crops really helped out. Plus, for some of you that played 2009 and 11, probably maybe did something like that also to help make it a little bit easier in the first go around. Because when you dive in the new farming simulator and you've been playing the other ones so much, it feels a little bit, like, I don't know, you lost your hard drive and your data, your saved game or something, and you've got to start all over from the beginning. It was a little bit overwhelming. Although I enjoy it, but kind of excited to see the USA map. I'm sure there's videos on YouTube, but I haven't been not even tempted to go look at it because I've seen the pictures and things like that, and that's all I want to see. I'd rather wait for it to be in my hands before I really go in there and see what it's all about. and it kind of spoils it when you watch someone's video of it right away, at least for me. But I thought about it a little bit, I guess I'll have to say, because I was like, well, maybe if I get an idea, some things I want to change, but I was like, no, it's going to be simple enough to get in there and realize, you know, pretty quickly what things I want to change right away. So obviously need trees near the fields are the biggest thing I want to always, you know, get rid of those. I don't want anything getting stuck. And I think we're gonna probably park him over here for right now. Get our other 720 down here with the planter and start putting some crops in. Alright, as you can see here, we skipped a big old chunk, so some of you will leave that, but not me. Oh. Put that down first. I like to have everything, you know, filled in. Oh my gosh, way off. Yeah, 185. Okay. There's still another field I wanted to buy for 50. It goes on the other side, but 185 is what it'll take, so save a whole lot of money if it goes to auction. So right now we don't really need that much grass, so I think I'm gonna just let it sit here, but it'll be nice to have all this all filled in. A lot of grass to cut. Let's head out and get down to the bottom. I think we're gonna probably end up taking a shortcut here. One of my favorite shortcuts. Figure out what we're going to put here. No, I'm not going to be planting grass. Oh boy. I think I got too far over. Let's check our inventory here and see what we got. Alright. I'd like to put corn in here, but this won't do corn, so I'm going to have to plant some corn up at the top, I think. And down here, probably just go ahead and put wheat in, since we ended up selling all of our wheat. That's barley, wheat. That'll be fun. spot, so. Looking good. Whoa, buddy. A little bit far in. Alright. Jump back to the 620. Yep, alright. Let's finish up spraying these couple fields right here. Go. Turn our lights on. Aiden always prefers them to be on. He was going to be joining us today, but we decided to, he's doing some other stuff with Mom right now, so. Oh my goodness. Driving crazy. Yeah, I've found with this setup here that it's a little bit easier to do a pass at the ends of the field, and not as much gets missed. But I removed the trees. This was another field that had a lot of tree problems. All kind of them, and it still kind of does with a big boom like that. This one, the AI would always get hung up on. Can't really get this one in 3 passes too well, so I usually just try and drive her this way, and then we'll definitely get her around the second time. Alright, that one's completed. This is, of course, another field that combined 2 fields, I think. I can't remember now. And made the other one here a lot bigger. Pushed out, got rid of that massive mountain that was there, so I could make some nice square fields, and had to make that little road right there, and of course change the path of the milk truck that used to go through there. Which got to be a little bit of a pain, but it's not too hard. You're just moving the lines where it's supposed to drive, and it'll follow along. But I had to get it just right since it's kind of a little bit of a windy road. I had to add several points in there for the truck to kind of turn and steer, but it looks really good now that it goes. Because it used to cut through right the middle here of this field. Right at the end of that rock wall where those 2 trees are. If you play the default map, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now it just drives down my little road and then turns out onto the street and around the fence and up into the lot. So I actually saved him a little bit of driving. Getting a little close to the edge there. Did a brake stand. Okay. Should be able to cover this with one more pass. Spraying is not one of my favorite things to do, but I kind of wish the AI would do it for you. I think there's a mod that you can get to allow that. Pretty much anything's like autopilot or something, but it doesn't bother me too much, so I've kind of just been doing it. I use a lot of mods, but I try not to use mods also, some of them, because yeah, there's sometimes hidden problems, but if you go to the main Farm Simulator website, or the other website that I mentioned before, ISUK, you can really, you're really a lot safer with getting mods that aren't all corrupted and full of bad stuff. So, however, I have gotten a few that the sound is way off. Some people that make mods, they really jack the volume up, and I know you can go in there and fix that yourself, but I don't have a desire on some of those vehicles to do that. Although the Ford now, I'm thinking about possibly tweaking that just a touch. That's a fantastic mod for the most part. It's just a little bit on the noisy side. Come on. This one here we should be able to cover with 2 passes. Two quick passes and we should be done. Alright, we are completed with our spraying for now. I think that's about the only fields that I own that aren't already planted with grass. I'm going to go down and probably top the sprayer off so the next time that I take it out I can sit over there and wonder why it's not filling up again. Alright, let's pull up here. Yeah, it kind of weirded me out there because I've moved the triggers. It's another thing that I like doing is moving the triggers out farther than what they normally are, so you don't have to get so close to the building or the tank and things like that. And I knew that I was within the trigger area. Thought, well, maybe I messed something up, but wasn't paying attention. See if I can not take the shed down. I'll just drop this right here. Not that. There we go. Just drop him over here. Seems to work good enough. Alright, and this guy here, park back over there. There's our Unimog. Whole lot of fun that thing is. Enough to fit 2 people. I kind of wish the Ford did that, but... Okay. Right. Bring this back down to the farmyard too. Actually, we could cheat a little bit. Oh, where are we here? Boom. And there she be, just like magic. I'll probably just let this sit down here for now. I need to go check on our other guy here. Surely he's done by now. Alright. Inspect his work here and see if he did a good job. Well, I can't complain. It looks pretty good. We're going to have all kinds of wheat. Or as Stewie would say it, wheat. Set on this here. I think we'll go ahead and do wheat here as well. And there he goes. Alright, now we're on the other side here, putting wheat in these 2 fields. We skipped across from the last field you've seen. And I already got wheat put in there, so... I decided that I'm basically going to put corn in the field close to the farmyard, and then I'm going to put corn on the 2 fields up top. So we're going to get our AI working here. Now he's set. That way we get a bunch of wheat, but I also need some corn too, so... Since our tank is completely empty, we're going to jump back and grab our... Oh, good heavens. I think we'll use our 620 for that. We'll hook the weight back up on the front. And... I believe I stored it right around the corner here. Perfect. Probably going to take him a while to get that done, but I think that's about all I'm going to try to accomplish in today's chores. Tomorrow, probably skip a couple days actually, and then come in, because I think it's going to take the crops a little bit to get going. Oh. And we're 98% here, but since I'm here, I'm just going to top that a little bit off. Ain't going to really make a big difference, but I have gotten almost to the end and only needed 1 or 2% more, so it's a big bummer when you got to go all the way back for 20 feet of field, but anyway, go ahead and put this down. So this implement here does the corn and the sugar beet. get it started. So we're going to put corn in this field and then the two that are up in front of us on top of the hill here. Let's drop that down and fire it up. Hey, just looking at it here, it's been a while since I've put corn in, and I think we're going to be good to go. I think the implement coming out is, this looks like it's got 4, 8 rows. It looks like at least a 10 or 12, if I remember right from the website, of the new planter that we got coming. So I hope, because I will be selling this thing in a heartbeat. It's the only thing about corn that drives me a little crazy is, I guess the planter. We don't have a big planter, and the corn head, but we know with that DLC we're going to get a larger corn head. I know there's mods and stuff. I think I've even gotten a couple mods now. Have to look into that. And the combines fill up really, really quick. That's the other thing. So put a bigger head on, it's great, but it still fills up really quick, which keeps you plenty busy hauling trailers and grain back and forth. But it's not such a big problem since that is where the money's at. Alright, looks like he's gonna get the job done here. What direction to go? It should be this one. I gotta get that grouping mod. I haven't tried that one, but you can group vehicles together. You gotta push a certain button sequence and it'll jump into the other, I guess. Probably be helpful. I wish one feature that they would introduce in the game, or maybe somebody could mod it, is you could take like vehicles offline. For instance, I'd have no problem in the world, you know, driving my vehicle, like my truck, to get to the mower. If I could take it off the sequence, you know, when I'm scrolling through. I could always drive the truck over here and get onto the mower. So, you know, that'd be one click. Some of these vehicles, like this thing I'm not actually using too much, but the John Deere back there, the John Deere A, I don't want to get rid of it. I love having that thing around. I just like looking at it. And Aiden likes to do some mowing with it, so you know, I don't need to be able to click and get straight to it. If I was actually using it for a job, I could easily, you know, enable that. I think that'd be a really cool mod. I'm not smart enough to figure out how to do that, but the ATV over here, I like these guys. I could take all these offline, or off the, whatever you want to call it, so that when I'm hauling pallets, and that's why I have this here and why I put the little shed here, I'm going to drive the truck over to there, to where the pallet spawns in, to pick up the pallet. I could, you know, just run over here and jump in this. I don't need this to be, you know, into sequence to click. So I don't think there's a mod out there for that, but the Jeep, I'll probably keep that. This thing is handy to get around in. This, again, is stored here just to load a pallet in the truck, which we're going to start doing here by next episode. I think, I plan to anyway, unless if we're doing the USA map, I might turn it off temporarily for that, until I really figure out what it is I want to do, but I'm sure we're going to keep a forklift set up near all the pallet spawns, rather. The farm all here, I really don't need this to be, so I mean, right there's like so many vehicles that I could easily, you know, walk to. And I see our wool pallet is full here. So as soon as it, I'll go ahead and probably speed up the time here a little bit. As soon as it kicks in another pallet, you're going to see these all slide down. And this thing does alert you when if the conveyor line actually got full. It'll text a bar across the top of your screen letting you know that it's full. Oh, look at that. Nice. 48 hours. Oh, might have to look into that. There it goes. So they slide down like that. And then the next one will appear. Easy as that. So basically, they'll just keep on going down, which is going to make it really slick. Definitely a mod that I highly recommend. I want to buy like a bunch more sheep, and I mean, just put this thing to good use. Like every day, come over here and have this thing completely stock full. And this field out here should allow us to do that. One of the things I like to see different about the USA map, and those that played on console will already know if this is how it's gonna be. But I kind of hope for you know, having the sheep and the chicken and cows all closer together, but I have a feeling that ain't gonna happen. We'll see. I don't really like everything spread out. I'd rather have just one massive farm. I might look at moving all the animals, but that's a lot of work, and something I might have to go ahead and do. I'd only need one water tank. When I was gonna water, I could just water, you know, sheep here, cows there, do chickens, or you know, right here or something. Just kind of have all of them in one area, like what you see here, and put all my grass around the farm so that I could go out and cut grass, feed everything, and it's just all in one central location, and then have massive fields around, you know, around that. So basically the farm, the animal area would be in the middle, and massive fields all around it. You know, that would be like my dream map, and if I made a map, that's how I'd design it. I wouldn't spread them out like this, but I think they were just trying to make it more interesting, and having us driving around, doing a little bit of this, that, and the other, and really exploring the whole map. So it's not a big deal, but you know, if you're really running a farm, at least in the U.S., you would probably have everything in one smaller area. Unless if you were running a few different farms, I guess you might do. Maybe that's the way it's done in Europe. I'm not sure, but let's get back and check on this planter. Alright, he's doing good here. He's got about half the field banged out already. I'm gonna look and see. I might be able to get him to go a little bit faster here. I notice he's at 55%. Yeah, we can kick it up a little bit of a notch here. Whoop. That'll be good. You can go up to about 60 and then it starts kind of getting crazy with telling you're going fast, at least that I found. He's already got almost half the field knocked out. A little bit extra speed there. So I'm really excited about getting a bigger planter. I love the corn, you know. I don't know, it just, you get so much, and it looks cool. It just looks nice having fields with that dull corn and all that kind of stuff. So, and there's a lot you can do with it. They do make pretty good money. I'm not calculated in this version, 2013, the exact costs and everything, because they do fluctuate so much. But I have found that growing corn is a lot of work, but it's also a good profit. So, the neat thing is if you sell it when it's on sale. Oh. Alright, he's already done here. See, we're kind of off the ground a little bit there, but still got it all planted. Check the work. Looks like did a pretty good job here. I want to buy that field over there here soon, since it's, you know, so close. It's a nice long skinny field. And I'm gonna probably pick up a few fields. Of course, we're gonna have to do it when we get the new one. We'll start out with one field, I imagine. Go ahead and put this away. We're going to have other jobs to do. guess I could have gone a little bit farther back, but it'll work right there. Let's back this guy up right here for right now. Alright, we are nearing the completion of the planting for this episode, or spraying and planting. Just about to the end of the field there, we got pretty good coverage. So we got corn up top here, and in the big field by the farmyard, and then we planted wheat. I almost said wheat. Wheat. And the rest. Let's fold this thing up. So little one compared to the other one, but it does pretty good on the 620. So there's no telling where episode 4 is going to take us. I know that we're going to have to get in and take all these crops down. I'm going to give it a couple days to everything, to grow, and we're going to have to get in and get our crops down. We got to tend to our animals and get them fed. I was just looking in the sale ad here, which we'll take a look at here in a second. And they have the mixer wagon on sale. I was wanting to buy the automatic one there, and I am definitely going to get that. I just don't know. I might just save that for the other. Whoops. Might save that for the other map, since I definitely plan to have a huge herd of cattle over there. So we'll just look at that real quick here. Whoops. This is what's on sale. There we go. Basically, it's between these two here. I definitely am going to get one of these, but I think for now I might try to save a little cash and just pick one of these up and manually kind of go ahead and just fill it up. And that's pretty much about it. I might as well go ahead and buy one of those in. It's already at the store, so convenient. And we'll put this guy away here. And bag her up. Kind of neat when you do park all the tractors in a line, you can see the different sizes between them. When we get that that case in here, that'll really make these look small. All right, let's drive over and pick up our load. So that'll pretty much be the end of this episode. We might end up just skipping right into the USA map. Just depends when it comes out. I'm hoping that when it's released on the they said October the 2nd, which is Wednesday, a couple days out. Probably about the time I'll get this video up. Oh man, need to adjust the brakes on this thing. There we go. But if it does come out soon enough, we're just going to jump directly into there so we can take a look at it and start doing what we got to do in there. And then we'll... That's pretty cool. I've never run this one here before. But anyway, so we'll look at and see what we end up digging into or diving into next time. Get this up to the farmyard here. Alright. I'm just going to back this whole works into here, and I think we're just going to leave the truck here as well. I know I gotta fill this thing up and I might have to move it around some to get that done, so we'll have to back her up here. Then we can really start to feed. That should be good. Alright, well, I thank you guys for joining me on another one. We'll see where next week takes us, and I hope it's to the USA map, but if not, we got plenty of work to come back here and do, and we'll probably be bopping back and forth between the two. Thanks again for stopping by. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and if there's any mods that you'd like to see me try, drop a comment. I'd be happy to take a look at some different things, or if you have something that really works well and you see that I'm not using it and think it might be some help, definitely appreciate those comments as well. So thank you so much for your time, and until next time, we'll see you then.